Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm not sure what happened to the sound on my videos, so I will be doing a voice over. Today I'm going to take you along the journey. I did some pasta sauce using the Mrs. Wages pasta sauce mix that comes in this envelope. I started off with 3-gallon Ziploc bags of frozen tomatoes that I had been harvesting all summer long until I had enough to make some sauce. So what I did was I harvested tomatoes and I cored them and froze them in gallon Ziploc bags. Then I put them in the deep freezer and froze them. So I was going to take you along so you can see exactly the process that I took to use this. And I might say that the sauce does taste good. I did add in some fresh basil that I had also harvested from my garden. And I'm going to show you that as well. So continue watching so you can see my process. Okay, so starting off, I have taken the frozen tomatoes and put them in my largest Dutch oven pot, and I'm going to simmer them down on low. And let's take you, I was going to do them in that roaster, but that is the picture of the sauce that I am using from Mrs. Wages. And then I'll be using the ball canning lids and rings and jars also. And that is supposed to be a shot of the half pint jars that I'm using, but it didn't, you can see it a little bit. Sorry about that, but there they are. Okay, those are my half pint jars. Couldn't find a bunch of pint jars, and that is the back of the envelope. I'm going to also be using some sugar, which is 1/4 cup of sugar, and that is that sugar that I am applying in there. And it says to simmer this for 25 minutes. And so there is this envelope packages of the Mrs. Wages pasta sauce that I am pouring into the tomatoes, and I am going to simmer this down for 25 minutes, stirring occasionally. This is on like a low heat because I do not want the tomatoes to stick to the bottom of the boiler. So here we are outside the garden, and I'm going to harvest some fresh basil that I am going to chop up and also put in the pasta sauce. So I'm just only going to get a couple of leaves of this and use that because, you know, basil is kind of strong. Yeah. So we're just going to get the leaves that look the best. And there they are. Okay, and now they're on my cutting board. So we're going to cut these up with the scissors and then apply them in the sauce. I'm going to stir this up, and this is had my house smelling so good. Okay, so we got that all stirred up, and then I took my immersion blender and I am going to puree these tomatoes down. I did remove some of the skins, and some of the skins I left in there. So we're pureeing this down with the immersion blender. Okay, and as you can see, that was kind of loud. It didn't take that long. That is the best purchase ever. And here is the sauce simmering down on low. And those are my jars. It's kind of steamy, but they're in there sterilizing in the water bath canner that I have. I purchased that from Walmart. So I'm going to start dipping the sauce in the one half pint jars while the sauce is hot. And I'm going to put the lids on fingertip tight, and we're going to place those back in the water bath canner using this jar lifter. There they are, and we are going to can these on a rolling boil for 45 minutes. Okay. When the 45 minutes is completed, we have turned the oven off and let them sit in the border for 5 minutes, and I have taken them out. I did get 9 1/2 pints and 2 pints and 1/4 pint. And I am excited about it. Those are the jars. They are pinging and cooling down. I will let these cool down for 12 to 24 hours